everyone, and welcome back. This is Shri Lopez, your instructor, and what we're going to do today is I'm going to actually walk you through how to navigate through MyTCC, also known as Blackboard. Check this out. Okay, so same as usual, I'm going to be working from my personal laptop, which uses a PC operating system, and I will be using the browser Google Chrome. Keep in mind that if you are using a mobile device such as a tablet or a smartphone, or you're using a different internet browser such as Safari, Firefox, or Internet Explorer, that the interface could look different, but again, it will get you to the same place. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up a window, and we're going to go to our MyTCC page. You just type in my.tccd.edu. It will be your same login credentials that you use for WebAdvisor and for your email as well. So remember, everything has converted over to one login. Your username is your TCC email, and then your password. Default password is capital T, 2 lowercase c's, your 7-digit colleague ID number, and your 6-digit date of birth, 2-digit month, 2-digit day, 2-digit year. But if that's already been changed or updated, then you use that one. All right, so now we are in MyTCC, also known as Blackboard. It is the same thing. So you can see we've got some lovely updates across the top, announcements that I've been receiving and sending out. So some I've received, some I'm sending out. Your announcements will most likely be over here on the right side for multiple classes. If you need to navigate back over to WebAdvisor, access tutoring, visit the library, or go into your email, receive MyTCC alerts, complete your #NotAnymore requirement to be able to register for classes, that can all be done over here. Okay. So as you scroll down, we've included some links on how to navigate through Blackboard MyTCC. There's some basics that will navigate you through a little bit deeper as far as how to use the system. TCC Plus, this is what I was referring to in one of my other videos, where when you register for Maymester, summer, and spring classes, if it says TCC Plus, then that means the textbook or the the software, the learning management software such as Alex, Connect, MyMathLab, MindTap is included in the price of the course. So don't pay twice. Make sure you read and see if it's already included in the price for it. We also have an Eliminating Barriers Fund, so if you're experiencing financial hardship, you click on that information, submit that, and then somebody from our campus leadership team will review your case and we'll try to get you the assistance that you need, okay? And then there's any other announcements here. I sent this out as well. So as TCC students, you have access to Microsoft Office 365, so you can get Office Online, or you can download it to your device. So it's good for PC, for Macs, as well as your mobile devices such as your phones or tablets too. And then you see I've got a bunch of organizations I'm a part of. Your classes will be here under My Courses. So what you'll be able to see is courses where you are the student, and then this will populate what your classes are. So when you register for classes in WebAdvisor, they'll show up right away, as I said in my previous video. In MyTCC, the classes will not populate here until 1 week before the start date of the course. So if you have classes, like if you're going to get ready and register now for a class that starts in July, then the July classes don't start until after we come back from the 4th of July, around July 8th or 9th. So you probably will not see it here until the first week of July, around July 1st. So that's what's going on there. So they don't work on the same times unless that's been changed. So what we'll do is we'll click on our classes. So this is my first class, this is my second class. So you'll click on the number that corresponds to your specific class that you're in right now. All right, and then this takes you to some of our information. Now, the stuff over here you don't have to worry about, and you guys don't have anything past due, remember, since the classes started a week later. I've changed all the due dates around, so I'll show you guys where to see all that information. This is what you really need to watch is your announcement section, and then your stuff that's over here on the left. If you cannot see this menu, especially if you're on a mobile device such as your cell phone, and it looks like this, what happens sometimes, like this happens on my phone too, is when I go into the full version on my phone, sometimes it will close the tab. In the app, sometimes it does what it wants. So if you're going to use the app, make sure that you double check what you're doing in the full version to make sure you don't, like the full website, to make sure that you don't overlook anything by mistake. Because the app is nice, it's convenient, but there's still some work that needs to be done to it. If you cannot see this bar, you see this little arrow right here, click on it, or if you have a touch screen, then you're going to touch it, and this will turn kind of a light blue color, and in my case it didn't change colors. And what it will do is it will expand your window out. To view any announcements that I have sent out, then you click on the announcements section and then you can view them. All announcements that I post have also been sent out to your email accounts too. So if you accidentally delete the emails, that's okay. If it's something that went out to the group, it's going to be here under announcements because you guys can't delete those. I'm the only one that can actually remove them. Okay. So right here, this is where you can say where I posted an announcement yesterday about our due dates. So Unit 1 will be due Sunday, March 29th. Everything's going to be due on Sundays by 11:59 p.m. so you can submit it before. A lot of you guys have worked ahead, especially with the original due date. The original start date for the class. I think about half of y'all are ahead, which is great. So keep working on it. Just make sure that I get it before that time, because a lot of times what will happen is the assignment will lock up after that particular date and that time. So you have everything in advance, you have the dates in advance, you just have to pace yourself to get everything done. Now, there's a lot of assignments, but they're not time-consuming assignments, so it shouldn't take you all day to do them. Also, with these later assignments back here, you do not want to wait until the last minute to do them. It'd be very difficult to get 3 units done in 1 or 2 days. So what you'll want to do is, since you know your second round of stuff is due April 12th, then you want to allocate some time once you get to March 30th and set aside, I'm going to do this many assignments on this day, this many assignments on this day. So use your planner, use your calendar or events features on your phone, and space those assignments out. That's going to help keep you organized. So I wanted to give you some guidelines, but I also wanted to give you some freedom over learning how to balance your own schedules too. And yeah, I tried to make it really simple because we all have a lot of things. So it's very consistent. Due dates are on Sunday. You have 4 of them. That's it. And your attendance is going to be based on your participation and you turning in your work on time. Okay. The last unit, which is going to be your project, I'm going to make that due Sunday, May 3rd, because given the current situation, we don't know if some things are going to get shifted around. So I wanted to have a couple of days wiggle room built in. And then 2, I need time to actually get those grades in. The last day of class is Wednesday, May 6th, 2020, like the official last day. But normally the district asks for our grades that following Friday by noon. And I don't want to be on the naughty list for my campus president. So help me help you out. I'm gonna try to get your grades in as early as possible. I don't sit on them. I normally try to get them in early. It takes about 24 to 48 hours for them to populate. The other reason that they really are on top of us to get those grades in is because graduation is that same weekend. So we gotta have grades in so we know who is actually graduating too. So that's why that's important. So yeah, you'll see any announcements. So there's some resources about free textbooks, discounted or free internet, if you require accommodations, accessing Microsoft Office 365, so then that way you can access Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, all those different things. The reminder about the class officially launching this week versus last week due to the COVID-19 coronavirus situation and campuses getting shut down from in-person instruction. Let me see. The syllabus, also known as instructor course requirements, is going to be here. So I do post it in WebAdvisor, or we are required to have it in WebAdvisor first. So it's actually been there for several weeks prior to our class starting. At least the working document was there. And then the updated version I have put here. So then that way you've got a picture of my lovely face and any of our information that we have here, how to contact me, materials that you need for class. I showed you guys that in the very first video that I posted about a week ago. All that good stuff is here. Okay. And what I did is I posted the syllabus here. I also included a Word document, and I included a PDF version. So I posted it 3 different ways. So one of the ways you should be able to open it. Okay, if you can't, please let me know. All right. Next, you have the assignment checklist with the due dates. So that is your document. And I made it a Word document so then that way you can actually type on it and you can check off your assignments as you complete them. So I made a list of all the assignments that we have within the units, and as you complete them, as they've been graded, you can check it off. So then that way, you know, we're checking each other because I am human. I want to make sure I don't accidentally overlook something that you turned in. And in some cases, I've had people that have done work, but they didn't enter my email address correctly or something like that, and it didn't quite make it to me. This is how we're able to check and say, yes, I've completed all these assignments. They've all been graded. I know exactly where I stand before my class ends. And that's where this document is going to be, right here. Okay? And you just click on the hyperlink. It's going to populate down at the bottom, and you click on it to open it. There we go. Okay, mine's opening now. And you can click enable editing in case you need to type anything. So then that way you can see the information for Unit 1 and so on here. So again, you can save this, you can adapt this document if you need to revise some of it, and I've had people use it for other classes as well to help keep them organized too. Course materials, that would be if we were going to move forward with using the book. In this particular case, since it looks like the books were all in back order, we are rolling forward without it. So your lessons aren't going to require the textbook. So as I stated earlier, like a couple of days ago, if you couldn't access the book, don't worry about it. Okay. And if you've already purchased the book, let me know for my summer and for my fall classes, because I'll have plenty of students that will want to buy it off of you. All right. So that way we're going to try to recoup your money. And then when you click on lessons, this is where you can actually see your units. So this is Unit 1. That I'd say about half of you started early. So there's your instructions. I've added the due dates right here. So on or before Sunday, March 29th, 2020 by 11:59 p.m. So on or before this coming Sunday, you'll go in You'll go over the Unit 1 lesson. You're going to introduce yourself on the discussion board, respond to 2 classmates. There's a video, there's a journal entry, and then there's a little campus scavenger hunt that you'll knock out. And it won't take you that long to do. Okay, and those are your activities right there. And if you are experiencing challenges with viewing the material or turning it in, please reach out to me via email and let me know. If I need to convert some of the files, same thing, let me know too. I know there was something on a future activity that the file format's a little bit weird, so I need to change that around. I think I'm gonna have to redo the chart and then convert it. So thank you to the student that alerted me to that. I will get that fixed for you, okay? Yeah, and you can see the rest of it is pretty straightforward. So that's Unit 1. Goes all the way down to Unit 8. So even though we lost a week, we still have to get through all 8 units. Which sounds tight, but it is possible. I've taught this class on the weekends where we've lost a week for spring break. I've done the entire class in 6 days. So I know we got this by May 6th. And then I know my colleague at Trinity River does his class in 3 days. They do a Friday, they do all day Saturday, and they do half a day on Sunday. So it can be done. Okay. And then your grades are going to be here. The discussion board activities are here under the discussion board tab. So there's the first discussion board right here. And then as you scroll further down, that's what you're going to see, what you guys are going to have to do coming up. So you see I have 10 more I need to read out of the 59 posts. So I've read 49 already. And I'll be updating your grades shortly. So that's going to show up here under my grades. This is when you evaluate the course going into that last week of class. So what did you find helpful? What would you like to see us add to the course? What needs to be modified? That's how we know what you guys need. And this is going to give me a nice panoramic view because I teach the course for 3 different locations. I teach it for South Campus in Fort Worth during the weekdays traditionally. For Southeast Campus in Arlington, I'm normally there on the weekends outside of the current situation. And then for TCC Connect, it's online. So same course, same content, but it's taught 3 completely different ways. And that's how we get our feedback to know how we continuously improve the course, because I don't want to be the person that's teaching the same class for 20 years and I get all bitter and jaded if that happens. Y'all need to be straight up with me and tell me and say, you need to take a break from this, or it's time to retire. Let me know. Okay, and then you have access to Tutor 24/7, so if you need tutoring, not just for this class, but any of your other classes, that's where that's going to be. And then some additional course resources will be available to you, and student resources. So there'll be some other stuff that I will post for you. And that's pretty much all y'all need to know to get into everything for the classes. So just make sure that you're checking your email regularly. Check your announcements. If I'm going in there moving stuff around, I'll let you know to tell you to mute your notifications and all that good stuff, because I know it does ping, ping, ping. If I'm messing with stuff, it does it on my phone too. That's how I know. And then once I'm done, I will let you know. As I grade major assignments, normally toward the end of the week, kind of around Sundays or Sunday or Monday, what I'll do is I'll email you guys and let you know, okay, the first batch, the Unit 1 assignments have all been graded. Please check the grade book. If you don't see your grade, let me know. And then that way, that's going to make sure that I'm on top of your grade book and I don't overlook anything. So there's 60 of y'all, so I don't want to accidentally miss anything. All right. All right, y'all. So that has been your walkthrough of how to navigate through MyTCC Blackboard and find our course materials. So as always, you can reach me via email. The plan is for us to try to do some Blackboard Collaborate sessions as well. I'm also working on getting my phone system set up from home since we're working from home at the moment. And then we'll probably have some other virtual chat features such as Zoom, Skype, different things like that, so that way we can video chat and I can assist you with your questions for class and as registration nears too. So whether it's this class or other classes, shoot me a question and I will do my best to answer it for you. So looking forward to having you guys in class. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope it helps you out with your respective academic and career journeys.